じゃあチャイ左のストレート、おっと
ของแพทเกียว
交代します。
เกียวต่อยหนึ่ง
左のストレートヒットしました。あの当たりはどうだったんですか？
いや、今、当たり方浅かったですけどね。
そうですか。2回5時頃
十分押されてますよ。
左ストレートダウン、左のストレートダウンです。チャンピオンダウン、
回り込めなかったですね。食ってしまいましたね。
ロープに釘付けになりました。立ち上がれるか、タッチャイダメです。カウンターアウトです。チャッチャイダッチボーイジム5度目の浜さん、今の最後のおそらく一発が出てきますでしょう。
この前からですね、どんどん押し込まれてますよね。今のパンチなんかでも綺麗に当たってるわけじゃないんですけど、効いたんですね。
これでまともにもらってしまいましたね。
これはもう完全に打ち抜かれましたね。
これは違うところです。これは分かるかもしれません。
完全に顎に打ち抜かれましたね。まあフォロースルーの効いた強いパンチですね。相手の顔面を打ち抜いてますもんね。
Most revered figure in Filipino boxing. If Pacquiao is anywhere near as good as Elordi, we've got a real fight coming up.
Get back in your corner. Get back. All the way back. All the way back.
So it's the southpaw Pacquiao against the conventional fighter Ledwaba. And Pacquiao. Say Pacquiao.
Pacquiao should fight here. He shouldn't try to get into a boxing match with this master boxer from South Africa. You got to fight this. Don't allow him to get into his boxing groove. Then you are in shape trying to box a boxer in bad shape.
And Pacquiao landing some hard shots.
That's what you got to do. Throw it all out.
Manny Pacquiao has landed the harder shots in round one, and now he dominates the last minute of the round with a full-scale attack against Ledwaba. Freddie Roach said to me yesterday, hey, look, we have great respect for Ledwaba, and we know he's a great boxer, but he won't be able to handle Manny's firepower.
Well,
So we watched Ledwaba get off to a great start down in South Africa. Here he gets off to an uncertain start against Pacquiao's hard punches in round one, and here comes the Filipino fighter again. Boom!
Ledwaba is going to have to do something to slow down his charge.
If you want to fight, the fight is yours, but it's not going to develop like that.
You talk about getting old in a hurry. Lejanolo Ledwaba looks like an old 29 in there against 24-year-old Manny Pacquiao right now.
Hey, how you feel? You okay?
I didn't see the punch. It looked like a...
I think it started in the first couple of punches thrown in the first round.
Absolutely. I think this guy just hit so hard that Ledwaba is totally on the defensive.
Ledwaba came in as the potential star. Right now, it looks like Pacquiao may go out as the star.
He took this fight on only 2 weeks' notice, only came here to America 10 days ago, and he is banging Ledwaba right now.
You got to fight. If you want to be a star, you got to fight. That's a rude awakening for a good master boxer like Ledwaba. There you go, a body shot by Ledwaba. That may change things. You got
He lands 2 straight lefts.
He went to the body, and that's the most important shot tonight. Right to the body.
Zone. And bangs Ledwaba again with a big left upstairs. What a fight. They're trading vicious body shots at short range. Land the left hook. Pacquiao to the body with an explosive shot. And another. And a big right hand upstairs. And now he's got Ledwaba back on the defensive and bleeding badly.
He's got to stay on it. He cannot give him a break. Ledwaba does not want to fight. You don't have it as reserves. give you oxygen. I don't know if what a doctor would say about that.
I think he'd say exactly what you're saying. I think you're through the first three.
Okay, Jim, 30-26, 3 rounds to nothing. Manny Pacquiao. Jim, in the second round, of course, you got to give him a 10-8 round, an extra point for the knockout. That was incredible. It appeared as though Joe Cortez was going to stop. Interesting enough. Another thing, Cassius Green is probably using adrenaline chloride 1 to 1,000 in the nose and ice on the outside.
When he holds his ground and throw that straight right hand of his, shouldn't bend over at all. You just got to stand in position, in the pocket, good job of it.
Yeah, but so far, Pacquiao has landed more power shots than Ledwaba has been able to throw punches. So it's a CompuBox wipeout. There's a big left hand for Ledwaba. But here comes Pacquiao again.
Ledwaba stands his ground and just throw the right hand. The guy's right there in front of him. There it is.
There you go.
But you want about 4 or 5 of those. And can't reach out for it as Ledwaba's doing. You got to let him just fall into it.
Now Ledwaba seizes the initiative. Starts firing his jab. Learned.
Got to do it.
Guy from the Philippines, guy from South Africa, giving us called Hands of Stone, which of course originated with Roberto Duran. But Pacquiao is the one.
Move out of your way.
Pacquiao got away with a low blow. Joe Cortez was blocked from seeing it. Freddie Roach also told his fighter, don't follow Ledwaba around, cut off the ring.
Come on.
Ledwaba getting a little bit more adept at ducking and slipping away from Pacquiao's power shots. Hasn't yet found the right offense to go behind that.
That's what Pacquiao's got to do. Keep throwing the shots, Pacquiao.
With mustard. Pacquiao is fun to watch. Boom!
He's been caught by surprise. He's a good fighter. He had no idea.
Pacquiao may take care of it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you feel? You gotta continue?
When have you ever seen a fighter say, I'm not okay?
There's a weariness and almost a resignation in the eyes of Ledwaba.
Yeah, and Joe Cortez has seen enough. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao, who takes a good fighter and just...
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee, we welcome you to our first championship bout of the evening. It's brought to you by Murad Muhammad's M&M Promotions. The 3 judges at ringside scoring this contest will be Paul Artiste, Bruce Foster, and Freddie Steinwinder. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Bill Clancy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing. This is for the IBF Junior Featherweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple and weighing in at 122 pounds. His professional record, an excellent one. It stands at 44 victories, including 32 knockouts with 3 defeats. From Montebello, California, here is the challenger, the former 2-time world champion, El Conquistador, Jorge Eliezer Julio. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue trimmed with red and white, officially weighing 120.5 pounds. His professional record also outstanding, 33 victories, including 24 knockouts with only 2 defeats and 1 bout even. From General Santos City, Philippines, presenting the reigning, defending IBF Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Manny the Destroyer Pacquiao.
Okay, gentlemen, 12 rounds for the championship. We went through the rules in the locker room. I want a good, clean fight. protect yourself at all times. Punches here are okay. Punches right here at the top are okay. Any questions?
No question.
Touch gloves, good luck. Here we go, Freddie. Bruce, Paul, you ready?
Pacquiao trained by the veteran Freddie Roach, former protege of the great Eddie Futch, regarded by some as one of the very greatest of all modern trainers. Eliezer Julio, a part of the stable of Ricardo Maldonado, who sent many top fighters into the ring.
Box!
Maldonado was also the manager of Agapito Sanchez, who fouled Pacquiao so ruthlessly in San Francisco, and Freddie Roach said to us yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if Julio tries to do the same doggone thing.
Guilt by association, maybe.
Or just trying to get Pacquiao ready to be more protected this time, perhaps. Freddie says he would like for Pacquiao to learn to foul a guy back when he fouls him, but Pacquiao's too sportsmanlike to do so, he says.
Well, I can't imagine anyone fouling me when I were fighting that many times, me not like it one back, so this must be a real good kid.
Big left hand by Pacquiao. Julio stops him in his tracks there with a left hand counter. Both fighters using their jabs early, and I think Pacquiao has already gotten some of Julio's respect for his power.
I think so. You can see that Julio has got a concerned look on his face. You can see a little bit of strain in his eyes when he gets hit with some of those punches. Pacquiao can punch.
When you come up to 122 from 118 and you get Manny Pacquiao in your third fight in the division, you may be biting off something more than you can chew. But Julio has a lot of knowledge and a lot of craft. Oh, big left hand by Pacquiao.
And he got countered by a nice left hand counter by Julio.
Sometimes the first couple of punches might rock you, but then you taste the power and sort of get used to it, right, Bobby?
Well, you know, there are times that you can sort of adjust to it. But if you get caught one of those and you're not looking, I'll tell you what, your legs come right out from under you. When you catch you looking, boy, oh boy, it hurts so much more.
Pacquiao with a body shot after missing with the wild right hand. You can see what a big hitter Pacquiao wants to be. Throws every punch with aggressive intentions. Julio, a little bit more of a change-up artist, and holding his own now after a rough first minute.
One of the things, there's a beautiful straight left hand by Pacquiao, but one of the things that's helping Julio is that jab. It's all setting the combinations of Pacquiao.
Put your heads. Put your heads.
Pacquiao saying it was an elbow.
Whoa, whoa, keep up.
And there's a low blow. So already an elbow and a low blow from Julio making contact with Pacquiao, and that's exactly what Freddie Roach suggested he thought might be the case.
When you punch that hard, as Pacquiao is, it takes a lot of energy to start those punches.
Oh, that's a huge left-hand shot, and the right-hand shot.
Don't knock down. Don't pull him down, Manny.
As I was saying, it takes a lot of energy to start those punches. If you don't hit something, it takes the same amount of energy to stop them. And you could get prematurely fatigued. You have to make those punches hit something.
Body shot by Pacquiao. Julio seems a little bit flustered by Manny's power. And the first round comes to a close.
No, it's okay. Okay.
And when we go to Manny Pacquiao's corner, where they may speak some Tagalog, our interpreter is Ernie Kalu.
All right, rinse it out. Okay, Manny. Now here, I want you to use the jab a little bit more. Okay? All right. You a little bit wide with your punches.
Tell him not to pull his head down. Okay?
Yes, sir. All right. You're a little bit wide with your punches. Okay? I want you to go behind the double jab. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. That you gotta be smart. You know, make sure be first. Okay? You hit him on the bottom, in the stomach. It hurts him. Come on. Keep punching.
You watch a combination. Pacquiao winds up throwing the left hand underneath, was very good, but then his arm winds up getting wrapped around his head. You see it right there, and he just pulls him down to the ground.
Thus the call of no knockdown when Julio went to the canvas. Now round two begins. Another straight left hand by Pacquiao. And you heard Julio's corner saying, hit him in the belly. And down goes Julio.
It was a perfect execution of what he was told in the corner. Double jab and throw the left hand. He did it. Look what we see.
The kid listens.
Hey, come to me. Bueno. Box.
Freddie Roach told him to go in behind the double jab and followed him with the left hand. He did it twice in a row, and the second one dropped Julio.
This is some prospect, Bobby. To me, he's every bit as exciting as Prince Nassim Hamed.
He really is. He can punch. He can take a punch. He's aggressive, and he loves to fight.
You okay?
Second knockdown of Julio. No 3 knockdown rule in effect.
I think Julio's going to have trouble finishing this round. I really do.
Julio trying to fight his way back. A little grabbing and holding might be the thing to do. Pacquiao's just getting ready to swing away again. And Bill Clancy's seen enough. Devastating second round TKO for Manny Pacquiao. What a comeback from the misfortune of San Francisco.
Very, very impressive against a fighter.
Can he hold off Pacquiao with his skill, or is he going to be forced into a toe-to-toe battle?
And you see the graphic that presages first round action. 9 first round knockouts for Pacquiao, 6.
Jim, I'd like to point out that
And Vicky Cole, or yes, Lawrence Cole. Lawrence Cole.
Now let's see what happened on that knockdown. Or was it a knockdown?
a straight left landed by Pacquiao, and when he landed, he twisted his body and ankle.
One step to get into range to land his jab, and since that time, he's been tactically in control.
Tactically in control with the jab, but Pacquiao is trying to take control. Is this going to be a good fight? Because neither guy is going to accept the other guy controlling him. Bother Barrera a little bit.
Barrera with a little swelling around the left eye. Perhaps the product of Pacquiao's long right jab. Hard left hand, straight on the button by Pacquiao. Down goes Barrera. He's been knocked down 3 times in his career.
There is that
Never this early in a fight.
There is that left hand again. He doesn't see it coming, or he just can't cope with its speed.
Well, Pacquiao's got a little rhythm. He doesn't just come straight in. He goes a little kind of...
Not like this. Pacquiao is strafing Barrera with left hands. Marco's hanging in now. He's tasted the power, but Manny's
survived this round, and Pacquiao runs out of gas a few rounds later. Pacquiao's going to be in trouble, but if this stays right here, everything is great for Pacquiao. Just stays right here.
Pacquiao coming right through the right hand counter. Landed another big left hand. A wobbly Barrera trying to fend him off. That he is. Roach wants Pacquiao to disrespect Barrera, and so far he's done it.
He's doing a great job of it too. And every time that Barrera jabs, he draws his right hand to his right side of his head, which means he's very, very vulnerable for straight lefts.
Barrera getting 3 chances to counter with the left hook, but taking a lot of left.
Oh, beautiful right cross that came right back after shooting his left.
Now, this is where Julio Cesar Chavez
got it wrong with Pernell Whitaker, right?
Lost 9 or 10 rounds and got a draw out of it.
One of the worst decisions of the last 10 years.
Right.
Crowd comes alive as Barrera, for the moment, gives as good as he takes. Another right hand over the top. This is a round that judges could give to Barrera if they're looking for one to give to Marco. But Pacquiao's body punches set up another knockdown, and Lawrence Cole says it's not a knockdown. Their feet must have been tangled up. I'll tell you what, that was a hard left hand, and there's another one like it.
That looked like more of a knockdown, certainly, than the...
Harold Letterman, have you found any round since the first to give to Barrera?
No, Jim. 5 rounds to 1. 58, 54, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, on a knockdown, Marco Antonio Barrera hit the wet spot. You know where it's painted over there. His legs clearly came out from under him. I got to agree with Lawrence Cole. It was a slip. Other than that, Pacquiao too aggressive, landing the harder shots.
Question: if he hit the wet spot and that's why he went down, why didn't they stop the fight and wipe the wet spot?
Well, before the fight, they tried, without question, to wipe that wet spot. They were using paper towels, then they used the towel. It gets wet from sweat, there's no question.
Round 7 begins the way all the other rounds have begun.
Axe, come here. No.
And you hear Lawrence Cole saying accidental headbutt, and it is a big cut. Barrera's been cut many times before. That's a bad one, although it's small.
Then the fight's over, and it's
every indication is that he doesn't want to fight anymore. Even though I feel that the cut, even though it's bad, it probably could be stopped. But I don't think he wants to fight anymore.
Let's go.
Pacquiao, and I don't think it's going to change neither.
Barrera wincing, the blood dripping into the corner of his eye.
And Pacquiao still determined not to let him take control over this fight. Even when he throws back, he's determined to come right back.
Now Barrera butts Pacquiao intentionally, and you saw it. He went right at him with his head. Oscar De La Hoya. He is Barrera's promoter, so the look of concern has to do with the jeopardy in which Barrera finds himself.
He's finding out what being a promoter is like.
Yeah, I think if Marco Antonio Barrera is going to make it to the finish line, he's going to have to eat a lot of left hands to do it.
You have to wonder now whether the rematch third fight with Eric Morales will ever happen for Barrera.
Right now, it's very hard to see Barrera in any major fight right now after this shot.
Yeah, man, he's taken a tremendous beating. In fact, my question is, as great as Barrera is, should his corner keep sending him out to take this kind of punishment?
That's a good question. It's not about winning.
I don't know that his pride would permit him not to go to the end.
I can't imagine that it would, but he's going to pay a heavy price in these last 2 rounds unless something changes.
And in addition to the straight left, Pacquiao is now being very effective with that right jab coming right over the shoulder, more like a right cross, really.
Well, and you heard Freddie Roach saying if you can land a right hook and follow it with the left, you're going to knock him out.
This is a fight that will shake up the boxing world.
Sure will.
Barrera is one of the highest regarded fighters in the world.
He's an icon.
Been one of the most entertaining fighters in the world. One of the most complete fighters in the world.
One of the most knocked down fighters in the world right at this moment.
Almost went down from exhaustion.
Yes,
in that occasion.
But officially should have been knocked down.
But he's taken a lot of left hands. I wouldn't send him out for the 12th round, Manny. No. I don't care how proud he is. There's no way a great fighter should have to go through 3 more minutes of this.
No, because Pacquiao is not backing off. If you had a guy that was
He's getting hurt. Here comes Barrera's corner. Barrera's corner, man, is up on the apron. He's going to step into the ring. That's a good decision. Yeah. Finally. They could have done that 2 rounds ago.
A great finish by Pacquiao. A valiant effort.
The grand finale, the third and final chapter in one of the great trilogies in boxing history. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Eric El Terrible Morales, Manny Pacquiao.
With that said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Obedezco mis comandos y protegerse a sí mismo siempre. Touch on it now, good luck to both of you. Tóquenlos, buena suerte.
The Filipino slugger. So Manny thinks that Morales is going to try to impose his size early, but
Morales wanted to use the puncher's gloves also.
Very first fight, Eric Morales had a contract that required both fighters to wear pillows by some. They are more hand protected gloves, and knocked Morales out, which he had to try to get him early. Eric has shown none of that in the first round, as he nearly stands his ground in the middle of the ring and takes a right hook from Manny Pacquiao, who was better with his right hand in the second fight than in the first. Another right hook lands.
Consistently beating Morales to the punch so far.
And Morales countering with a right hand that knocks Manny back. And Morales again countering properly upstairs. And Pacquiao comes back with his own assault. And both fighters' crowds are on their feet. Pacquiao crowd chanting, Manny, Manny, Manny. Morales, who landed some good right hands in the first fight, tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny comes back with a torrent of punches from his own. Packed house, and of course you have good jab by Morales, sweeping right hand partially blocked. Now Pacquiao lands a right and a left, and another right hook, and a left hand over the top.
As compared to Morales, even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Down goes Morales on a Pacquiao right hand. The first knockdown of Morales' career was a glove-touching brush with the can.
And he doesn't see the punches coming, Jim.
Pacquiao again landing his straight left hand. Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches at the rope. And when they trade punches, Morales takes a gamble with Pacquiao's strength and power. Letting his hands go, Eric Morales threw 80 punches in the second round, but Manny...
His jab is a lot better, even right to the traffic.
Than was the case in the first two fights. Solid left hand, backs Morales up, crowd. And unlike some punchers, Manny does have head movement.
Yeah, those is almost reminiscent of a little Aaron Proud, where he punched to the body and then comes up on top.
That allows some men walk over hot coals.
Right hook, the punch that...
Hard right hand, stun Morales. Pacquiao's all over him. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. Solid left hand shot by Pacquiao, who did not like Morales saying that he didn't hurt him with punches in the second fight. Oh, what a solid left hand by Pacquiao. It's hard to imagine how Morales can last long against this.
Well, until he goes out, he's going to be fighting all the way down. He's not going to back up.
What guts by Morales! He strafes Pacquiao with right hands, even while on unsteady feet.
And he is hurt.
And 30 seconds to go. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he wants to finish Morales right here. And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again. Third knockdown of the fight by Pacquiao against... Round one begins with Pacquiao all the way out to the center of the ring before the bell sounded. Tubin charged with a foul.
Stage, even on the one is
Kez's chest. And now
that is what it's going to be.
His best training camp ever. All I can say to that is, imagine that.
These guys have fought 24, and Marquez did let Manny mix. He didn't tell.
Marquez hasn't been able to tag him with anything good. Couple of body shots for Marquez there, but Pacquiao won the round. Trying to make Marquez lead and casting himself in the role of counterpunching.
Very balanced out fighter there. I love his speed, his deep.
Judicious, very selective.
Skill level, and he hasn't faced that in a long time.
So successfully in the first fight between the two. Now, round three gets underway.
Bit faster than Marquez.
Right hand. There's a hard right hook by Pacquiao. Best punch of the fight so far. Marquez feels the need to answer. Now the action begins. They both landed 10 punches. Pacquiao 10 out of 3, 53. Marquez 10 out of 39.
That is the effect of wrestling.
Now we're seeing to possibly from a Pacquiao left. You see free-flowing action from them. Manuel Marquez fighting at a weight class far above what he's accustomed to, trying to keep up with the speed of Pacquiao, who's far more accustomed to this weight. Good left hand by Pacquiao. Marquez lands a right in return. Here we go. Here we go.
Boom. Beautiful right hand come back by Marquez right here.
Good right hand shot. Combi box numbers in the fourth round. Pacquiao 15 out of 47. Marquez 12 out of 43. Was knocked back on his heels. Pacquiao landed
the fight so far off.
His right eye is also beginning to swell. Good round from Juan Manuel Marquez.
Which is the best punch of the fight right here. A straight right hand right on the chin from Marquez.
Pacquiao's chin tested there by Juan Manuel Marquez. Remember the pattern of the first two fights?
The Mexican fans are louder, more boisterous than the Filipino fans.
Pacquiao's been so mesmerizing, judging his quality compared to the guys he's fighting. There's a good right hand by Marquez, countering off the ropes. And there's a hard left by Pacquiao, and a good right hook, and another left. Hard right hand by Marquez, followed by another. Pacquiao with a right hook, Marquez with the left hook. Marquez driving Pacquiao and landing 15 of them. Marquez only threw 28. It was his low.
I could certainly
see. Now vigorously discourage even round. There's a perfect right hand shot by Marquez.
Step over to get counter punch.
Knocks Marquez back. There's a right hand upstairs by Marquez. Right hand is extra.
Thing to me is to see how effective Marquez has been landing with those clean, well-placed shots.
There was an amazing piece of footwork by Pacquiao, who moved to 3 or 4 different places while Marquez was standing still. There's another amazing piece of footwork as he lands a shot and goes by Marquez to a place where
Marquez is taking his time and placing his punches.
There's the uppercut. Brilliantly thrown by Marquez. Again, Manny Pacquiao's foot movement after he lands a punch. This is what I was talking about at the end of the last round. He lands a left and a right. Now watch him run away at an angle where Marquez can't possibly throw a shot.
It's his footwork.
Well, between rounds that Manny Pacquiao
throws a punch.
For sure.
But he takes his effective. Just like that.
Left hand over the top by Manny. Right hand by
Marquez. Punch of why judges get influenced by him because he's always moving, jiggling, creating excitement.
And throwing the left hand down the middle, which landed 13-11 power shot edge in round number 8. These rounds are close. It's another scoring shot by Marquez, and another good combination. Hard right hand down the middle by Marquez, hard left hand in return by Pacquiao. Pacquiao needs to find a way. Pacquiao back to Marquez. Good left hand shot by Pacquiao. Tries to come back and capitalize. Marquez wants to answer right away. Suspense builds as Marquez attacks again. Here comes Pacquiao. Knocks Marquez off balance. Here's Marquez with a counter shot. Big left hand for Pacquiao. And that might have won him the round. What a tremendous round.
You see these kind of exchanges right here going back and forth. It's like who you judge won these exchanges or win these, that's who's going to win the fight. Because they're going back and forth, tip for tat. It looks so strong, so fresh, and it's nice little bears and footwork that he threw there.
Back, he's not there. Pacquiao style. But nevertheless, while there's combustion again between these two guys in the tent. Marquez backs Pacquiao up to the right hand. Marquez to the body, Pacquiao upstairs. 2-punch combination for Pacquiao. A right and a left there. He missed with the left, he landed the right. Now he lands the left. Marquez comes back with a right. Manny cut came from the headbutt. And you made the point. You wonder if Marquez on a cut. Hard Pacquiao as Marquez runs forward.
big left and a right to our interpreter, Jerry. Pacquiao's cut has not been...
And so in a way, he has to take what
Pacquiao tries to answer back with a left. Closing seconds of the round.
Probably a Marquez
We've got
round.
3 minutes to go. 12th round of the scheduled 12. Harold Letterman, incidentally, 12th round here in the final round.
And a close fight like he's never, but I mean, he's not on punches, so all he's waiting on him to come in and mess with the straight without.
Pacquiao only needs to throw another combination here at the end, probably to seal this round. This was a tremendous tactical error, I think, by Juan Manuel Marquez, who finally runs with Pacquiao at the end, but never really let his hands go in that round.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards after 12 World Championship rounds. Robert Hoyle scores the bout 114 even. Dave Moretti scores it 115-113. Glenn Trowbridge 116-112 to the winner by majority decision. And still WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. David Diaz.
All right, gentlemen, this is for the WBC lightweight title. You received your instructions in the dressing room. Again, I want to protect yourselves all the time. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you.
Deterioration. Is he number one pound for pound? He'll try to make a statement here. Punches. Are you ready to get hit in the gut? Getting better and better. And already Diaz begins to hit him in the body with the punches that are aimed at asking how well Pacquiao is trained. And already Pacquiao shows the speed advantage that makes him so special. But he's not easy to put away in a cold breeze, and Pacquiao can't expect for anything to happen quickly here.
Pacquiao's in boxing tonight.
Locas. In other words, we may be smaller, but we're crazy enough to make our uppercut by Pacquiao. Mixing his punches brilliantly. Catches Diaz with the left hand. Diaz blocking
Too much offense, simply because he's not fast enough yet.
but momentarily drives Manny back.
Doing a different job of boxing. Put these combinations together, getting in and out.
Good left hand by Diaz. Caught Pacquiao right between punches. Pacquiao with a big left hand lead over the top. And another uppercut.
But he has not been landing. Those punches are not landing.
Punches are blocked. And those.
There he is. But I don't know if he can keep that up all throughout the whole fight.
Pacquiao trying to thrash Diaz with speed. Catches him with a right and a left there. Crowd looking for him to land something big. And Diaz didn't manage to block the right hand. Big left over the top by Pacquiao. Big left over the top by Diaz. Blood coming from the right eye of David Diaz. There, nose, and he's bleeding from above the right eye. Manny Pacquiao is simply too fast and too good. Perfect shot by Pacquiao. They throw at the same time. The difference with his hand speed is so
with the hand speed as well as the foot speed right there. Diaz is not.
hard right hand by Pacquiao. Uppercut stuns Diaz. Left hand pot shot across the top. Two quick right hands inside. In the face of all that, comes forward. Speaks for itself.
It's very interesting after Pacquiao's always been known as the puncher, the puncher.
Marquez would have won both fights. Hard left. The fight at the same time.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Resolutely in round 6.
Here we see Pacquiao throwing punches in such a volume, and they're all coming from different angles. He's mixing up, and that's why it's so hard for Diaz to stop the punches, because he's not just throwing one punch or two. It's just the speed and the variety of punches is just too much for him. Whichever way it goes, he's going to win this fight unless they end up with another disqualification.
Look at the combinations.
Protect yourself at all times, and when I say you must obey, good luck. Touch up.
To the battle. Now they will be alone.
Each other. They are genuinely friendly. They like each other. It should not show up in the fight.
No.
Question 1, is round 1 a boxing match? Or does Hatton want to fight right away?
Create anxiety. But you have to watch Manny, because Manny is still the better puncher between the two. So he still
wants to apply pressure, but with care.
Yes,
against Pacquiao's faster hands.
Yes. And I think he's doing just that.
Hard right hand by Pacquiao. Trying to hit Hatton as he comes in. Key element of the game plan for Pacquiao. Allow Hatton to come forward, catch him on the way in. A key element of the game plan for Hatton, get Pacquiao against the ropes, just like that.
Pacquiao has been more successful with the right than the left. That punch missed. There's the right again landing.
Quick right. It's going to be an important factor to see how Kenny Bayless handles this fight, because it could be exciting and it could end up being a very wrestling type match also.
Straight right hand for Hatton, glazed across the face. That's probably been his best punch early. Straight jab lands for Pacquiao.
Which again shows that he's no longer a punch puncher.
No, follows the jab with a hook, comes back with another jab. There's the straight left hand, and he landed it right on Hatton's chin. And down goes Hatton after he swings and misses with a left hook. And that's a knockdown for Manny Pacquiao. Perfect right hand inside.
I don't know if Ricky's going to survive. I'm surprised to see him get hurt for shoulder. But, he's not the type of a guy that goes out to survive. He's a fighter.
Hatton got a couple of extra seconds as Bayless tried to back Pacquiao off. Pacquiao was coming out of the neutral corner in a hurry. Lands another right hook.
Pacquiao's hands are so...
Pacquiao's hands are blindingly fast.
His hands are so fast that no opponent sees the punches coming.
Very accurate.
Another perfect right hand for Pacquiao. Another right hook. Straight left hand. Pacquiao's landing at will. Hard left hand. Hatton has to hold on. Will Hatton make it out of the round? He's down for the second time. This is the brilliance of the Pacquiao in round one. Here's the first knockdown, Emmanuel.
Right hook as he was coming in. Never saw it. And what's amazing, to see him land a punch and then slip a punch all at the same time shows unbelievable coordination.
The issue has always been
timing.
Whether Hatton could get to Pacquiao. And
a 62, 31 out of 52 power shots. Hatton only 8 out of 33. It was a Pacquiao storm in the first round.
And we have to remember now, although it's a different type of fight, that Pacquiao knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round.
And then Marquez, a counterpuncher, began to solve him. Hatton is not a counterpuncher. Hard left hand by Hatton. Ricky has decided to fight fire with fire.
To try to smother this guy and get close. He's trying to punch at a certain distance. Pacquiao is actually just too sharp or accurate a puncher.
You heard Floyd Mayweather saying to Hatton, you can't just jump all over him. You've got to move your head. You've got to think. You've got to do the things we talked about in training camp. Hatton seemed to believe that he could physically overpower Pacquiao from the beginning.
Yeah, he knew in the beginning he was going to take the risk of getting caught, and he did. Because, coming in, Pacquiao still is the puncher. The physical strength is still with Hatton, but the punch is still Pacquiao.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Stunned Hatton and knocked him back. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hands. Misses the right hook there.
What Ricky needs to do is to smother him. He cannot see to deal with those punches. He needs to push him. Just what he's doing now.
Good left hook inside by Hatton. And then he closed down Pacquiao's left side. Hard right hand again by Pacquiao. Ricky can't see the hook coming.
Right behind the head. All right, okay.
Kenny Bayless warns Hatton for holding behind the head.
In Hatton's most famous victory over Costa Zoo, he just smothered him and didn't allow him to get off. He can't seem to be able to get close enough to Pacquiao often enough to do that. And Pacquiao's hands are so quick.
That's the point. Pacquiao's blinding speed that sets him apart.
As well as his head movement. His head movement just is phenomenal. I don't think he's landed to the punch, maintain balance, which he used to couldn't do. And his head movement is just...
to get a little wild. Now he goes back to more precision. Lands a hard body shot.
But Ricky isn't moving his head too much still. His head is still right there.
That is... Oh my gosh, what a straight left hand. And will Hatton make it up from this?
Can he beat the count?
Is that it? And Kenny Bayless says, no way. That is that. What an amazing knockout shot. And I'm not sure.
The best featherweights.
Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
This is a perfect time.
That was super slow motion.
Yeah, and he never saw timed him coming in.
It's the first time he's knocked out somebody like this since he was at 130 pounds.
And Hatton's head hit the can.
Miguel, Manny, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you again to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say, you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up.
Go. Three-punch combination, Pacquiao. There's the speed advantage for Pacquiao. He starts to open up. Cotto tries to find a place to counter.
This is real crucial what's happening here for the rest of the fight. Is Cotto going to go defensive, or is he going to respond like he is right now?
He's going to punch so far, and he's going to see if Pacquiao can take his stuff. Pacquiao hits Cotto with a hard left hand, and another, and another. But Cotto can take the punch. He's not being knocked back. Good body shot by Cotto. Traps Pacquiao in the corner. What a round! Cotto bounces a left hand off Pacquiao's face as Manny was rushing in. Manny landed a little right hook in there and follows up by knocking Cotto down. First knockdown of the fight. The right hook stunned Cotto.
He came back with a right jab. He's getting more dangerous with his right hand recently than he has been with his left.
Pacquiao against the ropes. Freddie Roach thinks this is a very bad idea. Cotto pounding away. He's got the big advantage when Pacquiao's against the ropes. He may have gone to the ropes to let Cotto throw, thinking he could counter him with something big. Now it's Cotto whose back is against the ropes. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Cotto landed a big left-hand shot, and then Pacquiao caught him with the right hook again.
And Cotto was hurt by that knockdown, where he wasn't hurt by the first one. Only a few seconds left in the round.
Kenny Bayless is within his rights in stopping this. Cotto's taking a ton of punishment. In the corner between rounds, Miguel Cotto's father, Miguel Cotto Sr., wanted to stop the fight and was talked out of it by the others in the corner, including head trainer Joe Santiago. Now Kenny Bayless does his duty.
We thought Manny Pacquiao was great. He's better than we thought.
The 50th win of Pacquiao's now legendary career.
Ready for war. Pacquiao always is, and so are we. Margarito has landed not only some shots, he landed a headbutt followed by a right hand. These are hard shots from a big man.
And the size has been a big factor in this fight, as I see right here.
But speed belongs to Pacquiao. Good left hook inside by, or left cross inside by Pacquiao. He lands the right hook too as Margarito steps in. Pacquiao flirts with the corner there, then moves away. Now his back is against the ropes. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left hand, and then flurries and backs Margarito off again. Pacquiao using the hand speed advantage to get Margarito off of it. I think you're looking at 12 rounds of nervous jeopardy, but he might win every round.
What we see
On the other hand, Margarito is telling his corner, and has told them several times, according to interpreter Jerry Olaya, he has no power, he can't hurt me. Talking about Pacquiao. Now the marks begin to show on Margarito's face as he has a big red welt under his right eye. So Pacquiao can do that.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurting him, but his face is telling a different story.
Indeed. And Pacquiao's beginning to land with almost every punch. He's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge welt under Margarito's right eye. He's backing Margarito up, and he's hurting him. And Margarito can say all he wants that Pacquiao can't hurt him, but that's not true. Now Margarito catches Pacquiao twice against the ropes, and Manny finally is able to dodge away. But this gives Margarito energy, this gives him will and confidence. Suddenly he's back in the fight as he's tasted for a moment the advantage of having Pacquiao against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's nightmare, locked in a trap against a much bigger man. Fights his way out of it, bloodies Margarito some more. Margarito banging him against the ropes here, trying to get to Pacquiao's body. That could change the fight. Pacquiao fighting back with his back on the ropes.
And here comes
And he
Manny.
turns it around and bangs Margarito viciously. Left cross straight on the bad eye. And another one. Right on that badly bruised right eye of Margarito. Pacquiao hits him again with the left. Margarito nods at him. Pacquiao hits him at will. He's a former flyweight, beating up one of the biggest welterweights we ever saw. Freddie Roach wanted to get the Texas State Athletic Commission to make Margarito shave off the beard, which probably they would have done. Pacquiao said, leave it there. I want to use it as a target. That's a fighter.
Unbelievable machine.
Greatest offensive fighter of the era. Tattooing Margarito.
Well, when all of that, the Margarito's just mentally and physically fatigued both. And this right hook.
He's ready to go.
That's one of the biggest jabs I've ever seen.
It was a right hook. He didn't see it coming.
That was a right hook from Pacquiao.
Yeah, Pacquiao
stopped Margarito in his tracks.
Perfect fight.
He really wants to win the fight, even though he's hopelessly behind and getting
no head movement at all. There's no head movement.
Pacquiao looking towards the ref, asking him to stop the fight at this point, it looks to me.
This is not Manny Pacquiao the fighter. This is Manny Pacquiao the congressman, Manny Pacquiao the cultural icon, Manny Pacquiao the citizen of the world. That's the man who's letting Margarito finish. And we're done. Pacquiao has his unanimous decision victory. Margarito has a vicious beatdown to remember, and the satisfaction of having finished the fight.
Caution to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up.
Nice straight left hand on Thurman. And Thurman started pressing, and there he goes. He gets away with what? That's a good right.
Just landed 10 by Thurman so far. Pacquiao at 6.
Ooh. That was a nice right hand, but Pacquiao comes right back.
Most of the trash talk. Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved.
Thurman!
And here's Manny Pacquiao coming through, moving quick with those legs, throwing a combination punching, catching him on the way back with his hands down.
Here we go. Look, there's Pacquiao. He's rushing in right there, boom. And there's the hook that dropped him, but preceded by a straight left hand to the belly. You know,
straight at you, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Because that's it like that, right there. That's it.
You know, from the other side, if a judge is looking at that, he's going to think that.
That's true, but the good thing is that this is what Thurman's trying to do right now.
Punching in accuracy. Thurman was 6 years old. Oh, big right by Pacquiao, stunned Thurman.
Stepping in hard on that front foot, and that jab's following it, and really did stun Thurman for a second. Let's not do that occasionally. He's got to do it most of the round. Pacquiao, when he comes forward at you. Well, now, I mean, he's surprising me right now. I can't believe he's 40 years old.
Let's check in with Heidi Andro. Heidi.
Fight. What did you tell him going into this round, and what have you seen thus far?
He's winning this round, Thurman, right now. Even though Manny's never think Thurman's taken the action so far in this half of the fight.
A little bit more and throw combinations, and then not allow Manny Pacquiao to get back at him.
That's right. And see, he let him.
Keith Thurman different angles, so when Keith Thurman thinks he's in front of him, and he has to readjust.
Possible to keep your eye on. His combinations top to bottom.
And Thurman's loading up for that left hook, so Manny's better be careful because Thurman's looking for that left hook.
This is round 5, scheduled for 12. From the MGM for the advantage early over the first couple of rounds.
Good right hand.
Has come.
If I were his coach, telling him to keep the pressure on him, his hands up, that was smart.
Married in Nepal. Rooting on her husband here.
He did that twice to him, but Thurman's coming right back. Of Manny Pacquiao's power punches.
It sure is. Blood streaming down sides.
Thurman just reacted very badly. Well, that's in big jeopardy. Pacquiao's really taking charge in this fight.
Midway through round 6. By Pacquiao, back in round 1. Oh, left by Pacquiao.
His nickname is One Time. I don't know if he's got one.
Thurman's team. Thurman told us that benches
don't usually do that.
An effort for the next, 6 rounds of the fight. Or else,
right
nice
by
a left hand by Pacquiao and came. By Thurman and then a lead left. Oh, good.
Look at punches landed. Very close. Watch their heads.
Kenny Bayless, one of the great.
Goosen ringside from MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
He needs this half of the fight. Go into two parts. I give the first. Oh.
The nose of Keith Thurman.
There to admire his work. He's out of there.
Yeah. There, that one he scored twice, and he found it the second time a little bit, and the third time.
I'm winding down here in round 8.
Oh, Thurman comes.
Here we go. Here comes that overhand right when we saw it towards the end of the round. Bam, right there. There were about 2 or 3 of them at the end of this round, which I think stole the round for Thurman. And there's another one right after he slipped the...
Nice one. Not been winning in the ring.
Now late in round 1.
There
1 minute remaining.
There you go. Good body shot. This is where he's doing his best work. Is when he's back.
Nice combination by Thurman. Hook.
He landed a right hand and a good hook. See?
Now the response by Manny.
Got to get it back. And even at the scorecards. And that's what he's doing right now.
15%.
Well, I don't disagree with those numbers because Pacquiao was flicking out his right hand. That always precedes and oh boy, there's a headbutt. Either that or a punch, but it may have been a headbutt. I missed it. Oh. Right from the beginning, he went backwards. There's another good. Okay, there you go. Headbutt.
Yeah, it's a body shot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you heard.
More effective punches.
Good left hook, right hand by Thurman. Good uppercut by Thurman. I think he's the hard.
Down in this round.
Oh, good right hand by Thurman.
Yeah, he stepped into that right hand.
Yeah.
Usually, in Keith Thurman's point of view, he's going to try to do it, but whether he's got enough in the tank to be.
The only knockdown came back in round 1.